What's up, guys? It's Powerbang here, bringing you the next war recap. We went up against a level 6 clan from China. Couldn't tell you what they're actually called because I can't read their symbols. Maybe one of you guys can help out. Who knows? Anyways, this was a unique matchup because this was our first ever rematch of a clan that we've already played. About 50 days ago, we matched up against these guys, and we were able to basically outlast them for a 91 to 85 victory. We've gotten quite a bit stronger since then. At the time, they had 7 max Town Hall 10 bases with level 40 heroes, whereas this time around, we were able to compete with them a little bit better at the Town Hall 10 level, and they didn't have as many bully attacks to use coming down to hit our Town Hall 9. So the difference is in the final score here, 93-75. Unfortunately, this war, we had a lot of attacks wiped out by the reset that happened during the middle of the night, where Supercell wanted to basically take down the game, wipe all the replays in order to tell us about ClashCon. So I don't know if that was worth it, but if you guys didn't know, there's a convention coming up, I believe in October. Details are in the news section. But here's the stats from the war. 93-75 in our favor, 23 3 stars to their 7, or 24 3 stars rather. 10 2 stars. And there was one base at the Town Hall 10 level that we did not get cleared. So checking out their Town Hall 10s, we got 2 stars on everything, all the way down to number 9. And we had several 3-star attempts on this base. It just didn't work out. We had 3-star attempts on quite a few bases. And, oh man, we got so close on a bunch of them. I wish I could show you guys. I mean, with 83% on that one, that was so close. We had an 86% on their number 1. Wish I could show you that one. Again, not available on the replay there. But we do have a couple that I'll show you, as well as a Town Hall 9 that came up to hit a Town Hall 10, because, as you can see, we've taken out all the Town Hall 9s and below. Once again, this is quite a few wars in a row. I think we've missed last war. We didn't get them all, but other than that, pretty much been killing people ever since the One Hive war. I don't know, it was like a good tune-up, good wake-up call for us to lose to One Hive, and then come out, and we've pretty much smoked everybody ever since. I think 112 stars in our favor in 6 wars since the One Hive war. So let's go ahead and get into some attacks. Number 8 here, this is an attack by A, and he comes with this base, very, very high 2-star. It's a high-level base. Mostly Town Hall. It looks like a 9.5 base that has Infernos that are upgrading. He's got 1 maxed Inferno, 1 level 2 Inferno. And then the rest is basically a max Town Hall 9 base. He's got mid-level heroes there at 25 and 21. Basically just breaks in from the bottom right side here. He's just going to go straight at the base. No lure. Drop a nice jump spell there. That's going to open up several compartments, including the core. And he's got golems out front of his max-level heroes. And he's going to go in, first of all, get a couple giant bombs triggered there, and then just start working on the defense buildings, gets an air defense down, and then he's going to be focusing on the clan castle troops here with his queen. And as soon as that dragon is going to go down, he's working on the Inferno Tower as well. So Queen's starting to get targeted finally here, and she's going to go ahead and have her ability to use. Okay, so both X-bows are on her. She uses the ability, locks onto the Town Hall, takes the Town Hall out, and then gets the X-bow as well. So nice having those max-level heroes. In come the Lava Hounds at this point. He's got 3 air defenses and an Inferno Tower left to deal with. You know, everything's looking good at this point. The first hound explodes. Pups are everywhere. A good rage spell comes down. Probably could have put that rage a bit deeper in the base to help those balloons further into the core. The second rage is beautiful, though, and you'll see he blows his last 4 balloons right here on the backside, and that's what did him in this raid, not having those balloons for this final Wizard Tower. And you'll see as everything kind of approaches this last little bit, he drops the free spell on that Wizard Tower, but unfortunately he drops it a little bit prematurely. Could have held it into the bag a little bit, but now all of his balloons are grouped up even worse than they already were, and that Wizard Tower is going to have a heyday, knocking them all down to very low health here. And that is going to be the death of him. So he gets that Wizard Tower taken out. But notice how many balloons are left with a sliver of life. And this Archer Tower is just going to basically take out one after the other. And that is that. So rather than the 3-star here, he ends up with 1 Archer Tower remaining. The cleanup just doesn't quite happen for him. Plenty of time left had that... those balloons stayed up, he would have had balloon help around the ring. But just it isn't quite enough. And again, guys, that's why you got to be patient on the, what's it called, your last balloon. when you see a wizard tower at the end of the ring when you're going to be hitting a base, save a balloon. That way you can distract that wizard tower with a balloon while your final pack of balloons that are at this point all clustered together approach that final wiz tower to take it out. It's going to save you, so much time or so much health on your pack of balloons. It will definitely save the raid for you. So here is Yo, our number 24. He's a lower Town Hall 9, and he's got, lower level heroes for us, level 15, level 20 here. Basically drops in a lure up top, a couple hogs, and unfortunately he gets both archer towers down to a sliver of health. He was trying to open up that area up there for percentage, but is not, just miscalculated slightly. Part of that was my fault. I helped him with the raid, and I felt like two hogs would get it done, but unfortunately they did not. But it ends up not hurting him, because when we scouted this base, there was so much around the outside. Look at the left side of the base, all over here. There's no air targeting defenses that can reach a minion that's in the outer ring picking that stuff off, and the same on the right side. The only thing that he really has to fight is an air sweeper, and that's that's going to be fine over time. So he gets that lava hound up top, decides to go ahead and kill it. That way he doesn't have to deal with it. So he gets those pups taken out, and as they cluster on the last couple troops here, drops an archer or two to get them clustered up, and then the poison spell takes out all the pups. So at this point, he's going to send in a golem entry here, and then he's going to wall break in. So the wall is open now, and he's going to drop the quad quake as soon as that wizards are down, and make a little funnel for him. One thing on the quake spell, you can go ahead and open up that compartment at the beginning of the raid just to get it out of the way. That way you have less stuff to do while you're you're raiding and dropping troops and whatnot. He drops the quake here, takes out that multiple compartment there, opens up all the X-bows, opens up both Inferno Towers and the Queen. So he sends in his golems, group of giants. A little slow on the giants there, because the wizards did get in range of that Inferno Tower prior to his giants. So they weren't pointless, because they did the damage to get in, go ahead and take out the defenses, and also get that Inferno Tower down. And at this point, his Queen is basically going to sit back in a rage spell, take out that Town Hall just like so. He's got 1 star in the bag, and he's going to get as much damage done as possible with this kill squad. He's got the Queen ability intact, but notice in his bag he still has 13 minions left, and those 13 minions are going to be plenty enough to get the percentage he needs to go ahead and pick up the 2nd star. So all of that unguarded trash on the outside of the base, you're going to see him start to pick that off. Now I'm going to put it in 2x speed here. Check it out, just drops the minions, and guys, this just comes from a scout before the raid starts. This is not the greatest Town Hall 10 base, because all those archer towers are concentrated in the lower right and the upper portion of the base to protect against those minions taking out that cheap percentage. But notice he's got 51%, ends the raid, and that is an easy 2-star for Yo. Nice job, man. All right. Now I got to be a little bit choosy, because we did lose quite a few of our replays, but we'll start with number 14 for our Town Hall 9 raids. This is an attack by Carnage, and he comes at this with a Shattered Goho here. He's going to drop 2 golems on the bottom here on the cannon and the wizard tower, and then 3 wizards on each side to help create the funnel. So funnel's getting created nice and wide. Those wizards are going to step up and help take out some point defense once the funnel's created. The Queen goes down in the middle here, and he's going to be able to drop a nice jump spell down right in the middle of those golems to help them redirect and basically get in to lock onto that Queen. So the jump spell goes down. Both golems at this point are like, oh, okay, sweet. Gonna go ahead and redirect here. They go in, start taking fire from the Queen. The friendly Archer Queen takes down the enemy Archer Queen. Queen on Queen action there. The friendly Queen is the winner. At this point, the King goes in. He's just there to do some damage at this point and help tank, I guess, a little bit for his Archer Queen while she takes out the Dragon and the other troops in the clan castle here. So he's going to go ahead and rage up his King. Takes out a few more defenses here. The Dragon is down, and at this point, he drops a 2-finger drop basically on his hogs. And he's doing this for the pathing. Now, the double giant bomb is where the King is standing right now. We know this from a previous raid. Beautiful job on the poison spell here. Takes out all of those initial skeletons and then drops a heal spell. Now, watch his pathing around this. He drops a giant up top to absorb the damage. And then he goes ahead and just kind of shapes the base. All the hogs path around the giant bomb location, up to that cannon, and then back down. And that was intentional, guys. Had he dropped some hogs in there to take out those upper buildings, those hogs would have ran across the giant bombs just like it would have. They basically showed that they did the previous raid, but now he's got him standing in heals the entire time. The queen's still helping take out some of these defense buildings. Very, very nice raid here. He does get unlucky with the giant bomb there. Probably could have extended that heal spell down just a little bit to get those hogs standing in heals as that blew up to get them, at a little bit more life. But, at this point, he's got cleanup all over the base. Hogs are basically, doing their thing. They are going to hit a pretty big pack is going to get vaporized here when they go over to that king platform by the one bomb, but that's okay. He's still got a few hogs remaining. Plenty of cleanup there with the queen, the wizards, and everything is taken out at this point. So 3 stars for Carnage. Nice work, man. Really like seeing how you adjusted the pathing on your hog raid to get around the hazard during that raid. Way to learn from the previous attacks and make the adjustments necessary to get 3. So here's Drew coming in. I believe this is a Stone Goho coming in from the top left. And I really, really liked the jump spell in this particular raid. He comes in from the top left with 3 golems. He's going to come one on the bottom left one on the bottom left archer tower, and then a couple on that upper side on the cannon and the wizard tower. And then he's got a minion up there working, basically, so it's going to create that funnel really, really cheaply. So there the golems come. Minion on the bottom side there, doing some work on the army camp, and then also that elixir collector. So very, very good job directing his troops with that minion, getting some free percentage there. And at this point, the jump spell comes down. Check this jump spell out. It's going to lead into that expo compartment. So at this point, when he drops his king, that king is just basically going to hone right in on that queen. So he didn't have to fiddle with wall breakers at all. No chance for any wall breaker fails. Drops a rage, and that queen's standing in rage here, and she's going to quickly take out any clan castle troops just by firing a few times. Very, very nice job with the CC kill. Pretty much got the golem and the barbs there over the wall, and they trigger the first double giant bomb. So one double giant bomb is out of the way. The hogs come in, basically from the east side of that. The other double giant bomb is on the opposite side of the base, where his hogs are heading in now between the archer tower and the mortar. And the way he paths his hogs in, they're basically going to head from the archer tower to the air defense, and then they are not going to trigger that double giant bomb position. So very nice job on that. The hogs head back over to the middle. All of those things are basically shooting his golems, so not a whole lot of damage being done. Poison spell goes down. Some hogs come in from the top, and he's got the heal down basically to get the last group through the last 2 defenses. The air defense is taken down along with the expo. Hogs are standing in heals at this point. Everything healed up to full, and they do go ahead and trigger the double giant bomb just for giggles at this point. He's got cleanup troops working both sides of the ring, guys. That's important when you do your cleanup. Don't drop your troops in the middle. Drop your wizards on each side of that ring and let them work towards each other. That way you don't accidentally miss any of the storages or trash buildings on the outside of the base and end up running out of time. So very, very nice raid from Drew. 3 stars for the good guys. Let's go ahead and check out the next one. All right, guys, number 18 is an attack by Har, and Har's going to bring the Shattered Goho here. Goho Wee Wee, it looks like. He's got some witches to back this one up as well, so he drops a couple golems in here. A good spread on him there. He's attracting the fire of a lot of point defense and a lot of defenses here. He drops some wizards on each side to create that funnel, and you're going to see the queen and king go down on the army camp area. And some wall breakers are going to go in and break in at that cannon. So the wall breakers go in, open up the wall, and then you're going to see a jump spell go down to access that queen. So some witches come down, get the skeletons heading into the base, and that's going to basically create some secondary tanking, more or less just distracting the CC troops, the queen, all of that good stuff. So he drops a rage for his kill squad, gets a double giant bomb triggered on the way into the queen. Nice job with that. Kind of a lighter CC. He's got 3 balloons and a few wizards and some archers there, so the queen makes quick work of that while standing in the rage spell. And then queen on queen action, friendly queen wins, and basically we've got half the base kind of being taken out here by the kill squad. So very, very nice job with that. Double giant bomb triggered on the entry, and at this point it's time for the hogs. So what he's going to do is enter in some hogs from the top, kind of trickling him in on the defenses. He's got a giant there to distract, although the giant's not doing anything. Probably could have saved that for further down on the left side because your golem was still tanking the whole initial part of the base, but gets that second double giant bomb in the core triggered. None of his hogs dive to it, so very, very good job triggering that. So no more bomb hazards left in the base. Goes ahead and drops his final heal to make sure that hog group gets through that bottom left section well. And at this point, he's got a golem that's rolling around in the core, attracting the fire of the mortar. Didn't get deep enough to get anything else, but there's just too many hogs here to overwhelm, 4-point defenses left in the base. So he's just going to go ahead, get through these last few buildings, take him out, and lo and behold, he has ended on the end of the ring here. Has a couple hogs jump out and start working on the end of that ring. The other ones go to the center. So it's ideal. He's got wizards on the far side of the ring, and everything's going to kind of meet up. Optimal cleanup here. Nice job, Har, on this one. It's going to be 3 stars for the good guys, assuming those golems can get their fat butts in gear and help with the cleanup process. So nice work, man. All right, moving on to the next one. That was number 18. Let's look at 24 next. And 24 was an attack by me. This was my second attack of the war, and unfortunately did not have a cleanup to work from since the replays were wiped. This one, I basically brought a stone goho. Notice the buildings on the outside of the base up at the top, the cannon and the archer tower. I'm going to bring 2 golems on each side of those towers to get a good spread on my funnel here. Wizards go down all around the top, and before on the left side that wizard gets in range of the archer tower, drop a 3rd golem to go ahead and head into the base. The key to this raid here is going to be the jump spell. As soon as this funnel's good and created, I'm going to go ahead and drop my archer queen in the middle, and then drop a jump spell there that's going to go over all of the walls into the core. So sweet looking jump spell there. Notice the wizards doing some serious work cleaning up the outside of this base. In go the golems into the core. All 3 of them have redirected at this point to go towards the core, and then trailing the barbarian king in last. He locks onto the queen, jumps into the core, and he's basically going to do some work on her. So a couple shots there. He takes a few shots. He's going to use the ability, crush that queen, and then basically get stuck dealing with skeletons and whatnot. The friendly archer queen goes ahead and takes out the dragons, takes out about everything else. She's going to go ahead, pop the ability, hop onto the town hall, and get most of that taken down as well. There's golems in the core. I've trickled in my hogs from the top, knowing that the golems are still tanking. A heal spell goes down to meet up with the first 2 groups of hogs. They'll step into that. And then Giant comes down to distract, and then basically have hogs, heading into the base from all sides. So everything's going really well at this point. The heal spells were spot on. I trail my last few hogs into the last couple defense buildings there, and then I've thrown a heal spell on the double giant bomb in the core, and just due to the pathing, I've basically avoided the risks there. Unfortunately, my heal spell was dropped about 2 seconds too soon. It wears off right as I eat the damage from one of the giant bombs, but no big deal. The hogs head out to the last building here on the cannon, take it out, and notice they're on the edge of the ring there, working on the cleanup process around the base, and I've got my wizards working on the other side of the ring. So all of those guys are going to meet up in the middle. We'll go ahead and fast forward at this point. I've got a wizard in the core taking care of the last few buildings here. So it's going to be 3 stars for the good guys and a 6-star war for good old Powerbang. Few of our guys had 6-star wars this time out, so that was nice to see. Let's go ahead and take a look at one more raid from Zero Gravity, and he's going to come at this base. We're going to get a Laloon raid in here to show you guys a little bit of air attacks. A lot of you guys have been wondering about the air attacks and where have they gone. They still work, guys. It's just the hogs have been so effective, there's been really no need to go away from them. With the poison spell out there to take care of skeletons and the additional heal spell that you get, due to the update and the fact that you have a method now to deal with clan castle troops, it's pretty easy now to hog about everything. So unless the base is really set up for a Laloon, you're just going to see hogs more often than not. Can't say that I'm a fan of that, or that I like hog raids all the time, but at the same time, if it works, you can't really fault people for using what works. So he ends up very nice split on his golems there, as he comes from each side of the wall to jump in and hop over to each of the air defenses. So both of those air defenses are doomed. They're going to go down. The king takes out the queen, and the friendly queen hops onto that dragon, and she goes ahead and takes out the dragon, finishes the air defense there. So he's got 2 air defenses down. He's going to go ahead and use up the ability and then take down that Expo in the core as well. So very, very good job there by the entry kill squad, and unfortunately loses his queen to the cannon at the last second, right before the balloons take that cannon out. So good job pathing those balloons to the first couple buildings there, rather than skipping over them just because it's a ground targeting building, and the balloons still have to come back to that. So very, very good job. Targeted balloons around the whole ring. He's chosen to drop his rage spells early to kind of get everything through. Might have held on to that a little bit more, give your hounds a chance to get beat up some. that top Expo being on ground, plus the Expo that you took out in the beginning, means there's no incoming damage from the Expos at all. So he's still got 2 unbroken hounds. He is going to get one of those broken on the way here to this final Tesla. So everything's looking good. Plenty of balloons up. He's going to help get some help with the cleanup here at the very last second. Gets a hound to explode. Last defenses are taken out, and at this point, it is going to be 3 stars. The balloons help, one side of the ring. The pups swarm the town hall, and he's got some wizards cleaning up the other side of the ring. So nice raid from Zero Gravity. Beautiful entry. Nice job getting the 2 air defenses and the Expo as well as the clan castle. So nice work, man. Guys, really weird thing has happened here. We've played this Chinese clan. I mentioned it was a rematch. Let's go to our current war. Another Chinese clan. Now, the funny thing about this particular clan is this is also a rematch. Our second rematch ever in the war right after we had our first rematch ever. Now, if that's not weird, let's go over to right here. Notice in the middle there, we've got WHF versus this last clan that we just played, and the next clan that we played, it happens to be the exact same clan we're playing now. So 2 rematches with 2 clans that we played back-to-back about 49 days ago, so 7 weeks ago. And apparently next we're going to have a rematch with Skyrim Avengers. We would like to actually get that one since, as you can see, we dropped to 25 for that war and had most of our good players sitting out. So weirdest thing ever, having back-to-back matches like that. It's quite strange. I really can't explain that, but, of all the fluky things to have happen, we get 2 rematches in a row with the same people that we played back-to-back 7 weeks ago. So expecting a decisive victory here against these guys, as we have gotten far better since 7 weeks ago when we played them. We'll see what happens, though. We'll have to bring our A game and play well, obviously, to get a victory. So best of luck to them. For now, this is Powerbang signing out till next time. You guys take care.
Thanks so much, guys, for checking out my video. If you feel like you learned something here today and you're a better attacker for having watched it, your clanmates will probably feel the exact same way. So do me a favor, share this video with them, get them to the channel, and chances are your clan's going to be exploding for 3 stars from top to bottom before you know it. Thanks, and we'll catch you next time.